Alright guys, so the play I'm going to choose for this defense for getting sacks, fumbles, and tackles is going to be going over to the headliners, going to Dynamo Durant, and going to On the Hunt. And it's going to be, again, 1 star. Make sure it's set to 1 star, not 2 or 3, just 1 star. And we're going to be doing this play right here. Now, the reason why I'm showing this off like the first play and not going down the sequence, because I want you to be able to pick this up and start playing right away, level up your account, and not have to worry about doing other things. So this play I'm about to show you works with, I'd say, 70% of quarterbacks. Some quarterbacks, though, especially mobile quarterbacks, will get the ball off way too quick, and this does not work with them. So go to special teams, go to punt, block, 44 even, go to 8 up, safe man. Now you're going to click on this guy right here. Mine is Smith, but it will be different for you. And then what you're going to do here is just bull rush through the left tackle and get to the quarterback. So just like this. And you can see we got a sack, we got a fumble, and just like that, we now even have a defensive touchdown. You don't have to get touchdowns, I believe, on defense, so you don't have to do that. Once you get the fumble and sack, just hit the ground, and you should be fine. Again, like I said, this will not work for every single quarterback, though. So, for example, if you're trying to do this with Russell Wilson, Desmond Ridder, it's not going to work. So you have to make sure you do it with a more kind of hybrid quarterback like Justin Herbert. So again, like I said, we're going to do this once again. All we're going to be doing here is bull rushing the left tackle, and sometimes they will throw the ball out very quickly and get rid of it. It does suck, but it seems like this year this happens a lot more than last year. But over time, it will, get better because you're going to get more used to getting after the quarterback here. You're going to get used to the timing, and at first you might be like, oh my gosh, it happens every single time. And then eventually you get used to the timing, and then it works perfectly fine. I would say back in old Madden, like let's say last year Madden, this would work roughly around, I would say around like 9 out of 10 times. This Madden, especially with how this Madden is, so far I've gotten to work around 6 out of 10 times. And right there, I actually got roughing the passer. So around 6 out of 10 times. So again, like I said, it's not perfect, but it's easier than trying to just get a pass rush normally, because on rookie mode, arcade mode, you can get a really good push off on that left tackle and get after the quarterback. So let's try this once again. And again, sometimes they will throw the ball. It gets very annoying when it comes to quarterbacks that are mobile, though, because they will hike the ball and just throw it away, like literally within seconds. So at least the less mobile the quarterback is, the better. That's pretty much what I'll say. The less mobile the quarterback is, the better. So we did get a stop there, but we're not trying to get a stop here. So let's try to do it one more time. And again, I got it on my first attempt, but since then now it's been a little bit lacking. Again, like I said, it's not perfect, but it does work. It just takes some time sometimes for it to actually work, sadly. EA Sports, man, it's in the game. So let's go ahead and go back, though, and we're going to show off another play, because that play seems, it does work, like I said before, it just takes a little bit of time. So starting off right away, Overstorm Brave out of nickel 2-5. You can also go to the typical, and we have it in this playbook, which is mid-zone blitz. I probably recommend going mid-zone blitz a little bit better, because the other one I have here, when it comes to 2-4, this is not in every single playbook. Pretty much what I like to do for this one, I'll just show it real fast, is going to go ahead and be pinch, shift, defensive line pinch, and then just go ahead and use whoever's covering the running back and run straight for the quarterback. The problem with this play is, of course, that man coverage is kind of broken in the beginning of MUT here, so you might have a tad bit of problems getting after the quarterback, and you might give up some yardage. So again, like I said, that would be the problem there. So let's go to the typical mid-zone or mid-blitz. I almost call it mid-zone blitz. Mid-blitz, which is in most playbooks, it's going to be out of 2-4 double mug. In every single playbook, I would say on defense, there is a form of this. It might not be the exact name or formation, but it's going to be very similar. So this is an age-old blitz in Madden, but all you're going to do is just like this, and you're going to go ahead and hover over the center, and he just changed the whole entire defense. And they are going to run the ball. So actually, let's reset it here real fast and do this again, because we do not want them running the football. The only good thing about running the punt 8 punt up 8 safe man is that they won't run the football. It will literally make the opponent pass the ball, and that's the positive, because if they do run the football, you're literally not going to get anything but tackles, which, you know, yes, you want to get tackles, don't get me wrong, but it's not really helping you out immensely by doing that. Let's go ahead, though, and do this again. Let's go ahead and hover over. And just like, oh, he broke my sack. Okay. Well, just like that, good example, but then he breaks my sack of getting after the quarterback. Again, like I said, guys, it is not perfect. I'm going to show you one more system, though, or one more play you can run if you want to, and that does work right there in the end. But let's do this one more time just to see how consistent we can get to the quarterback here. Before we show off my final play I have, in the final play, I call it the mad scientist play because it is, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I promise you they're not going to run the football if you run my last play. Alright, so they do run the football there. They might run it again because they got an 8-yard gain. Now, also keep in mind that Madden this year is a little bit different than previous years. And EA actually said it in their little notes section. And what they said was that Madden this year, the AI, CPU, they actually know. I'm going to go ahead and hit reset real fast because there's literally no point not to at this point. Because they're just going to run the ball again at 30 inches. Is that they know what you're calling. And if you call something on repeat, it will actually pick up on that, right? So it will start realizing what you're calling. And you can actually get fluffed over because of that. And right there, we do actually end up getting a fumble right there, which is awesome. But yeah, so if you keep calling the same play, it knows what you're calling, and it starts to adjust to that play. Which, oh, EA Sports, they just don't want us to be great. That's like the best way I can put it right now. They just don't want us to be great. So let's go ahead and do this again. And this one almost, and I am going to get a fumble here, which is awesome. That's another thing, though, if you're just trying to go for fumbles, can get a lot of fumbles and tackles just by letting them catch it and then go for the hit stick. But the next play I want to show you guys is special teams, load block right left. Go ahead and hover over punt safe man. They are going to audible, and you're going to audible too. The second they audible, you're going to audible too. Now, usually I like to run this for interceptions because it's really good for interceptions. It's also going to be really good for fumbles and tackles if you want to get those in this. But when it comes to sacks, what I like to do with this is usually, again, hover over until they audible. But what I like to do with sacks is usually just kind of bull rush the quarterback. They did not audible. There we go. They didn't audible that time. They were supposed to, but they did not. And this is kind of like doing what I did right there. So what I like to do is kind of hover over, chase the running back down, and cover the running back on the play. Now, this solo challenge sequence, I know you might say, isn't it the dumbest one to choose because they're trying to run the clock out? It is, but that's why, again, like I said, 8 up safe man in this one right here, they will not run the ball if you call these field goal block plays, which actually works out pretty dang well. And then right here, I'm just going to get a user sack, use a fumble, and just like that, bam. So those are 3 plays you can run. Again, like I said, every single one's going to have a different level of consistency. This year is a little bit different than previous years, so keep that in mind. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.